Hello, my name's Karen and this is Lost Souls Tarot, and we're just going to get straight into your reading. Welcome to Scotland if you're not from Scotland. I'm going to start with the Wisdom Healing Oracle, and I'm going to use the book because I haven't memorised all of these. See what our message, what we need to be working on. Oh, that one flipped in reverse. Interesting. I'm going to take two of these. Okay. Okay, what have we got? So I've got rainbow. Oh no, it's true. It's true that it flipped out in reverse. So we've got rainbow Mayanite, number 22. The rainbow bridge. Iridescent rainbow Mayanite bridges this world and the rest of creation. He heals unconditionally and assists the shift to a new level of consciousness. Okay. So it's in reverse. Somebody needs to work. Somebody doesn't have that. It's not necessarily a collective, it might be someone else. Okay. So that's a connection to creation, the divine essentially. And then we've got Trigonic Quartz in reverse, which is 23. The Soul's Code. Trigonics holds the secrets of the universe and rapidly expand your awareness of multi-dimensions. Trigonics are cosmic coding for the soul. You are an eternal spirit on a human journey, and as a result you may feel that Earth is not your true home. Okay, but that's in the reverse as well. I have a feeling that this is maybe where you were, or this is somebody you're dealing with who isn't connected and doesn't really know. They're not really on a journey, they're just kind of living in the matrix. And then I've got Nirvana Quartz, which is in the upright. Okay, so 29. Enlightenment. Okay, this is good. So maybe had someone who wasn't spiritually connected and wasn't on their journey, but now they're enlightened. Nirvana Quartz insists in stepping off the karmic wheel, bringing light and bliss consciousness. For many lifetimes you've been working with your karma that has now passed. There is no need for restitution or punishment nor guilt. Let those go so that you recognize your full potential, receiving a download of cosmic light that transforms your being. Okay, so this is maybe where you were, these first two cards, and this one is now where you are. So you've had an awakening, I think, or somebody's had an awakening. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, this is the Ancient Symbols deck. This is made up of Celtic runes, Norse runes, Greek symbols, and some alchemy and some Egyptian ones in here as well. So we've got I'm going to take three of these. So we've got the Sailor's Knot. We'll take this one first, which is a Celtic. Sorry, I'll show you that. Sorry, you're up there. The Sailor's Knot is a four-pointed Celtic knot with two entwining looping lines creating an overall shape. When Celtic sailors would leave home, they would weave knots to remember those left behind. The Sailor's Knot represents eternal love. That's nice. Okay. So I've got eternal love. Okay. And then we've got air. Or the air symbol. That's not necessarily an air sign. Although air is, I always get my air and water signs mixed up. Oh damn, I need my cheat sheet. I can do the fire and air is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so air represents wetness and warmth, intellect, communications, ideas and social connection. Okay, I'm just going to take one more of those. Got enlightenment, eternal love, and intellect, communication. So you're using your crown chakra. Okay, what's this one? Ooh, Artemis. Perfect shot. So Artemis, which is in Greek mythology, or Diana in Roman mythology, is the goddess of the hunt and the moon. Artemis is the daughter of Zeus and Leto, as well as Apollo's twin sister, also known as the goddess of childbirth and midwifery. In Roman mythology, her name is Diana. Perfect shot, bullseye, and I've drawn out the arrow there. Okay, so you've got eternal love, intelligence and wisdom. Why do I have a feeling that someone has overcome something? But they had to kind of use strategy to do it. It wasn't just you survived, you had to operate strategically. And maybe a little, well, use the word aggressively. Goddess of the hunt is not necessarily aggressive, but just you had to be tactical. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, let's take some from the High Priestess deck, and then we'll get into some Oracle cards and then the Tarot. I'm just going to call this a High Priestess deck. I'm not going to give it this big long name. We've got some child or children. This doesn't mean you have a child or children. It could be something that happens in childhood as well. Okay, especially if you've kind of gone from an unenlightened state to an enlightened state. We've got some red flags. That's making me a bit uneasy coming out next to child or children. Got Aries, which is the first sign. March 20th to April 19th. Keep going. Oopsie. I'm not taking those. And we've also got Virgo coming out, which is so that's a fire and an earth sign. So that's August 23rd to September 2nd, 22nd, and that's the sixth sign of the zodiac. I've got one. Okay, that's maybe just clarifying Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac. What about the first? What about this Aries? J, initial J maybe? It means something to someone. H. JH, HJ, John maybe. Something more in Aries named John. Or Joseph, and a V. GHV. And then we're going to do one more row, and then we'll get into some oracle cards to try and see if we can tease out what this is trying to tell us. Police. Now that's coming out next to child, children, and red flags. Okay. It's taking a bit of a dark turn. I've got Taurus coming out as well, another earth sign. So 2 earth signs and a fire sign. And the Taurus is coming out next to the red flags. April 20th to May 20th. So we've got the first and second sign of the zodiac. And the 6th. October. Got immature coming out next to the Virgo. So the police and the children are coming out to each other, the Taurus and the red flags. So this Taurus had red flags. There's something to do with an Aries in October, and this Virgo's immature. And this is your crown chakra, which is the 7th chakra, which is I know. No, it's too many. Keep going. That one. Got an X. So this is somebody's X. And I think the X is the Aries. Because it's this, and they might have the name John. Or JHV, whatever you, Jonathan or Joseph, or you might have the initials JHV. Now we've now got 2 coming out. So this is the Taurus. This is a Taurus. Okay, what about this Taurus? Maybe they're the three. Oops. I just... Oh, what a disaster. Ugh. Right, hang on. So I've got an X. Also the Jacob Jennifer. And then we've got December. There's something to do with this Taurus in December. Okay. Let's pull out the... What's the T? Oracle deck. Okay. Oops. Got creativity coming out. So I've got someone stealing your ideas, copying your work, or just feeding off of you. So this sounds like a bit of an energy vampire here. So this Taurus with the red flags on this police and this children. Okay. Happiness hater. Well, if somebody's a happiness hater, then yeah, they're going to suck you dry. If you are someone who's trying to live in a positive mindset and you know chooses to live in happiness. I've got groupie. Okay. I'll just take another card. That one's sad. I'm bothered. I think this person, whoever this happiness hater is really, really fake. And the thing is the more enlightened and the more you awaken you become, the more you can spot fake people a mile off. And people who really don't have your best. So this one had flipped over in the deck, so I'm going to take it. Got impersonator, wants to be like you, acts like you, dresses like you, copies you. So that's two copies. Somebody's copying you in every single possible way. Just move this over, take one more card out. So I'll squeeze one more in. Take this one. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. Right. So there's somebody out here who's stalking you a bit. They're pretending to be like you. They want to be you. I'm not sure who is unbothered. I'm not sure if it's you or this person's pretending to be unbothered. I think this person's actually pretending to be a groupie, pretending to like you, pretending to be on your side, and they're really, really not. So you probably know who this is. I mean, you know the people who have got your best interests at heart and those who don't. Right, let's take some of the true crime oracle cards. Okay. So I've got female. Female. So I've got this as a female who's wanting to copy you. So this could be someone at work or someone you know or a sibling or... But they don't want you to be happy. Maybe a family actually, family member. Love. See, I think you operate from love and this person operates from the dark side. I mean, that love is a pretty dark card. I never get a happy feeling from this one. It's pretty, there's a lot of darkness in it, and even the red of the heart is very, very dark. These are all very dark over here, actually. I think this is just resonating with the groupie card here. I think this person's pretending to love you, but I don't think they know what the meaning of the word is. And they're just miserable. Money? I think they're more interested in money than love. Okay. Or how much money you have. Mountains. Okay, so let's go on top of unbothered. So I'll just take another one. I'm getting a slightly different vibe from this line. Man-made disaster. Can't make it up. You've got surveillance coming on top of looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting into you. This person is watching you closely. Or maybe you're watching them. I kind of get in the vibe that the first line is this person. And then the second line is potentially the collective. So this person steals your ideas, they're a happiness hater, they're pretending to be a groupie, whilst also being unbothered by whatever you have. Again, you've got an impersonator and they're looking you up. And you, potentially a female, you're interested in love, you've got money, you've had to climb over mountains to get that, you've had a few man-made disasters in your life, and you're watching this person. I think you're both watching each other and you're like, you don't like me, you're not my friend, what do you want? Okay, let's keep going. So I'm going to use the, what's it called? The Dark Wood Tarot deck. These are absolutely beautiful, these ones. The artwork is stunning. Some of them are a little racy, so I won't be able to share them, but because I'm not drawing them with tarot cards. And there's one. Ace of Cups, straight out the bat. So your cup is full. And there's a raven, or a crow, or a big black bird. And it's got a pentacle in its mouth, which is interesting. I don't know if you can see that. It's maybe a little far away. So not only is your cup overflowing, it's almost like an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Pentacles kind of feel. I think you're just very, your cup's full and it's overflowing. And I think you're overflowing with love. And somebody really hates that. You know, if you operate from love and kindness and, you know, just generally being a good person, it's amazing how you can just be sitting minding your own business and people just want to come over and take your shine off you, dim your light. But you've got the Six of Wands here, so whatever it is, you're victorious. And you're going to be victorious in love as well. And over this, whoever this happiness hater is, you've got victory. I mean, she's on her horse with her long blonde hair, and there's all the other lovely ladies in this car just supporting her with their lit wands. That's lovely. That's nice. Okay, keep going. So tell me about this groupie. Maybe this groupie's after your money. They don't like you and they're trying to deal with you to make their way in. Okay, you can't see any of her. So she's riding naked on the back of a black horse. You can't see any of her parts. You're all right. And this is the sun. So this person's been exposed. They're money hungry. They're pretending to like you, but they're just interested in whatever abundance you have. Interesting. Okay. Probably because you ride on the back of black horses with red eyes, naked. It's a pretty cool thing to do. Wish I was brave enough to do that. And then we've got the Fool. That's a lovely card. I think that's... Oh no, it's not the picture that's on the front of the box. That's a really pretty card. I don't know if you can see it. She's just like on the edge of the cliff and there's a little cat and a fox. She's about to take a leap of faith. So there was some mountain, some obstacle you had to overcome. And it's possibly walking away from this person or ditching people like this. And you had a new beginning. And there's a man-made disaster here, so it might not have went well. Yeah, Three of Swords. Okay. That is a very anatomical heart in that. There's also like a tarantula or a big spider in the bottom left-hand corner there as well. Yeah. This new beginning, whatever you had, you broke your own heart doing it. Or you broke somebody else's heart. And that's right on top of man-made disaster. I think this person was their own worst enemy. Because they might have been watching you, learning all about you, so they could say, you know, all the right things and like the same hobbies and the same music, but you were just watching them silently. Three of Pentacles. Okay, so Three of Pentacles is about kind of like working together, teamwork. So two threes, Three of Swords and Three of Pentacles. I think you maybe brought in someone else to watch this person as well. Maybe to see if they were talking behind your back, something like that. Or maybe this other person was working with someone else. What do they want? Like, just go away if you don't have pure intentions, do you know what I mean? Oh, 5 of Cups. There's a bunny in this one. It's very pretty. And the 3 Cups spilled. It's probably meant to be red wine, but it looks like blood. It reminds me very much of Warship Down, this card. Okay. That's on top of the Ace of Cups. Let me just get another card. I think you've overcome a lot of sadness to find this Ace of Cups. Or this Ace of Cups and offering it to this person was a bad idea. 8 of Pentacles. That's a lovely card. Okay, so the 8 of Pentacles on top of the 6 of Wands. So this is kind of like your job, working on it. You know, you've put in, you've mastered your craft, whatever that is. And you're victorious. And then we've got Death on top of Sun. Now, the Sun was exposing this person that they were after you for your money, maybe. Or your abundance, or whatever it was. I think there may be energy harvesting off of you. But there's a Death here. Which funnily enough ends in Rebirth, which is the next one. There's 7 of Swords. This one's quite interesting. She's got all 7 of Swords in her hands. There's none in the ground. There's none anywhere else. Sometimes there's like 2 in the ground or some have fallen. She's got all 7 in her arms. And there's a wolf chasing her. There's also something strange in the tree. She's got a very Red Riding Hood look to her. Big bad wolf. The 7 of Swords is like lies and deceit. Again, that's kind of coming back to that tactical strategy over here with Artemis. I think maybe, I'm not getting so much lies and deceit, it's more like you just had to strategically hide from the wolf, or hide from the wolves, or protect yourself from the wolves. 4 of Cups. Oh. I don't think I've ever had this card before. There's one of the foxes that's got a dead bunny in its mouth. An unalived bunny, sorry. So the 4 of Cups is about apathy, rejecting love, just falling on the 3 of Swords. Yeah, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I think you went through a hard time. This new beginning, this death and new beginning, and seeing this person's true colours was really hard, and you had to be really strategic, and you just had to distance yourself and just like not pay them any attention, and it really broke your heart. It really hurt you. And I've got the Magician, which is on top of looking you up and you watching them. So someone's trying to manifest something. Is it you or is it the other person? I'm not sure who's trying to manifest what here. Let's take another card. Oh, that's too many. Actually, do I want to do... don't want to go to the other tarot deck. Now let's do another line of these and then I might move to the other tarot deck. 2 of Pentacles. So finding balance. Trying to weigh up your options. I really feel that you were struggling to find balance in this person's presence, and if they're an energy vampire and feeding off of you and copying you, it can be exceptionally draining. And after the 2 of Pentacles, we've got the 3 of Wands, and this one's really it's great. I don't know if you can see, but there's an unalived person at the bottom of that, and there's blood dripping from her mouth. You won't be able to see that, but she's a bit of a vampire, and there's 3 bats around her, and I think she's Yeah, she's feasted for the evening, put it that way. But the 3 of Wands is typically about kind of expansion, travel. So like the 2 of Wands is you make your decision, you make your plans, and the 3 of Wands is you like enacting that. There's a very strong vibe in this line. Like this person operates from their shadow, you operate from love. You've got victory, your 8 of Pentacles, you're really working on it, and you're going to go forth and expand. I've kind of got this line here with the full death and then the 3 of Wands. It's like, yep, I'm going to move forward no matter what. I'm going to move away from people who are fake. The Lovers. This card just does not give me a good vibe. There's a lot of red in it, and there's somebody like really sinister watching over the pair of them at the top. He's like a hooded figure, and there's a lot of red in this card. It gives me, I've got a very kind of like lustful energy with this one, or a very kind of like, it's not giving me it's a good relationship, it's giving me it's toxic. And then we've got the Hanged Man. So this is Gemini energy here. I've had that much major arcana come out actually. The Sun, the Fool, Magician. So I think this new beginning, I think you're a bit stuck for a while, and I think the lies and deceit or whatever you were trying to protect yourself from kept you stuck. But then I've got the King of Swords. I think this might be you. There's a vulture there perched on the rock behind him. A throne made of stone. Bare feet. King of Swords can be a little cold, a little unemotional. I think you had to become that. And you're sitting there with your swords, stepping into your masculine energy, no matter what gender you are. And then we've got the Ace of Wands after that. Okay. That's like a new beginning, a new creative spark. So that's what you're trying to manifest with other people, I think. I think this 3 of Pentacles is other people. Meanwhile, this person's watching you, but you're watching them. And you're like, nope, I'm off with my... This King of Swords is like almost got his back. It's almost like he's protecting this creative spark, whatever this is, this Ace of Wands, this passion, this fire within you, which I don't think is for this person. And this is what you're trying to manifest, a new creative beginning. Whatever that is for you. Okay. Let's just keep going. Oopsie! Oh, I'm going to take both of them actually. So this one is in the reverse, and this one is also in the reverse. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Wands. That's funny. That's on the 2 of Pentacles, so the 2 Wands in reverse. Someone can't make a decision. Unable to make a decision. We had the Hanged Man there. Were you unable to make a decision because you were out of balance? Because you were sad? Because you'd offered your Ace of Cups to someone? And then you've got the... Oh! 6 Pentacles in reverse. Because you're being breadcrumbed by somebody. And some people don't have genuine intentions, people are fake. They don't treat you right. And often if you don't notice it until something happens and you're like, oh, hang on a minute, I was there for you. You know, I did X, Y, and Z. And it's not, you know, it's not about doing something for somebody to get something in return, but at the same time you do expect a bit of reciprocity. Otherwise it's just a one-sided relationship. Got the Tower. Yeah, right on top of that, fiery, dark lovers. Yeah. Which is also underneath death and that exposure, but it's just not surprising at all. It's just a tower, it's not going to happen. So it might have been something romantic. And then we've got the 4 of Cups again. On top of the Hanged Man. So rejecting whatever. And this one's interesting. This one, she's definitely, the Fox is rejecting whatever this person's bringing. These 4 of Cups are just in a line under the moon. But again, it can be apathy, rejection, just not taking anything. And then we've got the Nine of Swords. It can be anxiety and stress. However, I'd like to point out that these swords are more like a barrier. This deck, a lot of the swords and a lot of the wands are not in the traditional kind of layout, and they're more like, it's kind of almost given a defensive energy rather than anxiety. I think you're stressed, but I think you're defensive with it. And this King of Swords is defending himself and defending this Ace of Wands, as I said before. It's just kind of clarifying that. I'm going to take this one here. And then we've got the Queen of Swords. Ooh! So we've got the King and Queen of Swords counterparts. Okay, that's interesting. On top of this. And she's also kind of facing the same way. She's got the sword up raised. She's ready to chop heads. She is. Okay. Oh. I'm going to do that. Let's see if I can squeeze another line on here. This is quite interesting. Okay, what we've got going? We've got the Hermit. I think you had to do a lot of soul searching going within. Again, coming to this enlightenment here. I'm kind of looking at this internal love and this kind of this, yeah, I think you had to really kind of do some deep soul searching here about who's for you and who's not. Two of Swords, confusion. Somebody breadcrumbed you and it could put you in a state of unable to make a decision. Ten of Swords. Again, this one, it's not in a body on the ground, it's more like a barrier, it's like a wall of swords. With flowers, it's more like what do you call those things? A burial mound, flowers growing out of it. It's kind of, and it's underneath death. Got the Magician again. Top of the Four of Cups. So someone was trying to have you stuck, have you in apathy, and have you confused. And in the 10 and 9, that's a lot of swords. And then we've got the King of Pentacles. Earth energy. Beneath, I think the King of Pentacles is the King of Swords. They're kind of really mirroring each other. He's holding like a staff. Yeah, they're mirroring each other. And then we've got the Emperor. So you came out this as the Emperor at the end. Fire sign, Aries energy. Aries. We had Aries come out here. And we said that was the JHV. Okay, well that might resonate with somebody. But I'm going to take 3 cards as I go, and then I might just clarify a few things with the Kipper cards and the so I've got the Eight of Pentacles coming out again, which is great. You've mastered your craft. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Illusions, delusions. Just get another card to clarify. Put over that. And then the World. Yeah. You're ending, you've mastered your craft. You're not dealing with people who treat you like an option or who create illusions or, you know, any kind of lack of clarity, any kind of Two of Swords energy, and you're ending those cycles of the world. That's as simple as that. That's fairly cut and dry. Okay, let's just ask a little bit. Tell me about this King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords. Oopsie. Child. King of Swords is either, no, there's children up there next to the place. They may be innocent, and they've got lovers. Child and lovers. And then courtship. I'm getting more innocence from this child card. Or maybe you were very young when you met this person. Maybe you're reflecting back on the relationships you had when you were younger that are no longer in your life. Sorry, I didn't ask a question before I drew that card. Tell me about the Emperor. I think the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Emperor are all the same person, and the Queen of Swords. Just one person. This is more like, I'm getting the energy of this is you reflecting on people you've had in your life, and it's not one person. It's people who were happiness haters who wanted to copy you or feed off of you, or people who were fake, or people who didn't care about you, or yeah, people who were stalking you. King of Pentacles marriage. Just tell me about the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, because I think they're the same person. Change. Ooh. She might be getting married, or And then coffin. Tell me the coffin. Occupation. Oh, you might be changing. Oh, you might be changing jobs. I mean, maybe you feel married to your job. I mean, this might not be an actual marriage. This might be more like, it's more like 2 cups. It's more like relationships with people. I think you might be changing that and ending that and focusing on your job or changing jobs or something like that. Take that one, how it resonates. And anything else you want to tell me about? Tell me something about this happiness here then, or these groupies. I think these might be all different people though, so I'm not sure it's going to tell me anything. Insane chemistry, liking each other, having fun. Well, that never works, does it? That's a bit of a flash and bang thing. Not today, not dealing hurt, avoiding a conversation, call person, boundaries, still angry. This is someone you're angry or they're avoiding you, not sure which. And then the snake. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. Yeah, okay. Right, I think I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me and have a lovely evening. Good night.